when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle.
Keep playing hard.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Operating from the gun. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Not fast, not fast.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And maybe, there he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 19. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go play action now. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He uncorks it for... This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Carson. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Friday. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 36 power. Smart that. That's it.
From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 15-8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll run it, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
14. 36. Hey, 0. Go. Check nickel.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The ball comes out. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson taking it in. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
You go tight. You got tight. Look for signal. You got tight right there.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The 20. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Come on. Go, go, go.
They run the counter. It's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Ingram again.
That's it, baby.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
What? 315! Friday! Wide! Get wide! It's free!
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He's crashing. He's checking.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Alert.
They run the counter. It's Carson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch the pass. Check. Good job right there. Off. Check. 54. Check the out. Check three.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety create a weapon. Good job right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Check. Watch the run.
On first and 10, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
third down. Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 57, Mike 57. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. 57's Mike. Good route here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Good. Watch the slack. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. We're scoreless after 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the delay, here's Carson. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Check. Lucky.
They go play action now. Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Fair.
Let's get off the field. Tight dog.
Look for signal.
Check 43.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins, complete. Smith has it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On third down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Cousins again, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie. Check 26.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Big dash, big dash. Come, come. Big dash, big dash, big dash. Big dash.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby.